Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at AAVE. AAVE's looking pretty good, guys. However, it really depends on Bitcoin. So I just made a video about Bitcoin. If you want to know more about Bitcoin and what's going on and what I think about the price action, then you can take a look at that video that was just done prior. But just as a reference point, Bitcoin, we can see interaction with the 200, a little bit of weakness. And of course, this 200 moving average I talked about a few times in the past videos, this past week, talking about how how price can get volatile in that area, and how the 200 is the delineation, right? It's the difference between a bull market and a bear market, or a bull trend, bear trend. When the price goes below the 200, then we are bearish. And so we're getting pretty close here, right? So Bitcoin showing some weakness, and then AAVE here is actually holding its range. Bitcoin fell out of the range a little bit, but AAVE is holding the range. You can see here that we didn't fall out of the range, and right now price is $72.20. We're right here on this fib, although we did interact with, or very close to, on the 4-hour, the 200 moving average. Okay, so let's take a look at what we can see here. Point of control is 7361. It's right here. That's that volume node, 7361. We are currently below that, so technically a little bit bearish. We're in a bear cloud. You can see here we did have the flip, and we are in a downtrend, not in a downtrend, what am I trying to say? A contraction. Or, excuse me, not contraction, expansion to the downside, right? It's a it's a long morning. So here we have the expansion here on the Cryptonian volatility mod, but this expansion is to weakness, right? And that's understandable because we're in this red cloud. Now, that being said, the line in the sand here for support is that 69.06, or excuse me, 69.25 yellow line here that price is holding above right now. And the 200, and this is what I was talking about with Bitcoin, and we didn't see that exactly with Bitcoin. Let me back off here and just enlarge this so you can see this. This is really important. So, whoops, let me do this real quick. There we go. I want to show you guys something here. This is really, really important. So you can see here the 200 moving average has come into the trading range, right? The trading range is this yellow line, 69.25, all the way up to this line, 79.20. And so you can see how this red line, okay, this is the 200 moving average, has come up as AAVE has gone sideways and now is into the trading range. And so this is going to force a decision for AAVE. And this is what I was talking about for Bitcoin. We're not there yet. Actually, price came down to the 200 instead of the 200 coming up to the price and inside the trading range for Bitcoin. So that's a little bit different than what we see here with AAVE. With AAVE was a little bit stronger, holding its range, and then now has pulled the 200 up into the range. So this is going to also force a decision for AAVE as well. Like I said, currently AAVE looking good. AAVE did have a breakout here of the diagonal resistance line here. And so this diagonal is resistance. We fell below it, and then we went right back above it again. Now we're below it again, but we're actually within a sideways consolidation range. We're consolidating here. All of this is consolidation, so this is really good news, right? We've been consolidating for quite a while, almost 2 weeks, I guess, something like that. 7 to 14, this is, yeah, almost 2 weeks, about 2 weeks. So this is good news. So if Bitcoin holds its range, then AAVE will hold its range as well. If Bitcoin goes up, AAVE will go up as well. So AAVE, expect a little bit more volatility with AAVE than with Bitcoin. Of course, the market cap is lower, and it's an altcoin, right? So we do have an extreme range here. Extreme range to this peak is 85, but I'm treating this as a deviation right here. Okay, I'm not treating this as a big part of the range because this candle right here is a bearish engulfing candle, and we went up. This is the time that the XRP news came out, and so I feel that that's kind of a deviation, right? I'm not treating that as part of the range, and that's because price went right up and came right back down and went bearish, and so we didn't spend any time here, although it's possible to revisit that, right? And I'm showing this as resistance. Resistance upper end 86.16. That's a deviation. True range, I believe, is right here within these two yellow lines. So the Cryptonian volatility mod, like I said, is showing expansion to the downside, and it looks like that could be changing if we continue to go up here. Then we're going to flip this, and we'll see a reversal probably. So um, RSI 39, and that is a bit on the. Let me see here. Let me move this down. Yeah, 39 RSI 39. That's weak, obviously, and that's because we have this pullback, this correction cloud, the red cloud there. EMA bearish, DMA bearish. Although DMA, if we get above the point of control, that DMA is going to flip bullish. We're in expansion, reversal, no, not yet. Daily pivot is 72.83. We are currently below that. Not much. And support is 69.98, 67.91, and 65. These are the support areas. Volatility is 13, so volatility is above 10, so we're not quite as, should I say, as flat as Bitcoin, right? But because it's an altcoin, the volatility is just naturally higher. I would say below 15 is consolidation, and that's what we see here, right? We see all of this as being consolidation. And our line, and if we drew a line here, that would be around 15.16, right? All of this would be 15.16 consolidation. So you have to adjust your amounts a little bit for altcoins because they can consolidate at a higher level, higher volatility level than Bitcoin. So that's the story. If we do have a breakdown, let's take a look and see what our targets are. So on a bearish breakdown, if Bitcoin does have some type of a pullback, where can we expect this to go? And so taking a look at the entire range here, the entire move, we started the move down at around 50. We bounced. We had a nice, real huge push up that destroyed all the bears, and then we just marched it right back up again, right? So this entire range we have to look at considering the Fibonacci's, right? And so that Fibonacci level, and that's automatically calculated by the Cryptonian suite, by the way. These dotted lines here are automatic lines from the Cryptonian suite. These are fib lines, okay? So this entire move, the golden pocket is 62.68. This fib line right here. If we have a pullback, this is a possible buy-in area for the bulls, as long as Bitcoin stays bullish and the market stays bullish in general. If we have some big bearish flip, some FUD coming out, I know there's issues with Binance. The shoe hasn't dropped on that yet, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But as far as AAVE goes, this is pretty much the area that I'm looking at, is this 62.42, 62.50 area, which is below the 200. Okay, that's going to be your golden pocket right there. Now, in a worst case scenario, a higher high, or excuse me, a higher low at about 56.76, 56.76. That would have to be an extreme pullback, though. Bitcoin's going to have a healthy pullback for AAVE to reach that level. I don't think that's in the cards or expected right now at this time. The 200, like I said, is showing support at 70.16. 70.16. Currently, here we have a higher low, which is bullish. And so if Bitcoin starts moving up, we can expect the same with AAVE to move up and possibly hit 79.11, which is that upper resistance line. I do expect AAVE to go sideways for a bit longer. We really need to consolidate here because we've had a massive move up here. So, but what it does look like is on the daily a huge consolidation area. See this? Huge consolidation area. What I like about this is here we made, it was not a lower low. When you see these highs being put in here on this downtrend, these are significantly lower highs. But now we've broken the pattern, putting in a higher high, or well, it's a higher high than these two recent points here, but it's about the same as this right here. And you can see all of these. The Cryptonian suite is showing that we have multiple red lines here. So this is a resistance area that's pretty strong. That's created by all of this price action here. All of this being rejected here has created well, this support created the lines, and then when we got rejected, they turned red right here. Okay, so this is the area that we're working on. So I do believe that we could probably go sideways here for a bit if Bitcoin doesn't break down, and then move higher from there. Okay, so Aave looking good. I'd say be patient if you're not in position. Be patient. And again, I can't give trading advice or investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but in my opinion, mm, in my opinion, taking positions down here as close to 69.25 as possible. Um, you know, that is probably for now not a bad position to take, but hold a tight stop loss. That's what I would do. I would probably enter in as close to the line as I can, as close to 69.25 as I can, and then I would hold a tight stop loss on that right here. And that way, if we did, dump and break down, then you're out of position and you can reposition yourself down here somewhere, right? Uh, on the daily, this is a daily now. We are in a contraction uh, scenario on our volatility mod. So on the daily, you can see the impulse, the last impulse was this strong impulse here. Okay, that created this green cloud, right? The impulse went a long way into getting the price up there where this green cloud was created. And then now when it turned yellow, that move ended right around in here, okay? And again, news came out, we went into deviation, but I think we would have just, without that, we would have probably went sideways like this, right? And so this is what the Cryptonian mod, volatility mod, tells you, is that this shows a contraction or a reduction in volatility. Volatility right now is 18, so we're very close to that 15 level sideways consolidation uh, level on this volatility mod. So the 15 level comes in right about here. So we're just about there. So once we hit that, then you can expect price to kind of at best do this, right? Until we have another stronger move up, which would take a little bit, few days, maybe a week, 2 weeks, for it to reset, for this price to come down here, go sideways like this, and then start moving up. And then that way it would give it a chance for the moving average to come down, and then it would probably cross over somewhere here into another impulse move higher. Um, and then that's when having a position here right along this line would be probably a good position to be in. But we'll have to wait and see. That's at a later time. You've got time, especially with Bitcoin showing weakness. So there you have it, friends. I don't want to make this too long. We are looking good. AAVE on the daily. We have the RSI 52, which is barely bullish. EMA is bullish. DMA has already crossed over. That happened right around here. DMA showing weakness, and as right now it's bearish and showing an early intention for AAVE to either start consolidating or going a little bit lower. So expansion, contraction. We're in contraction, as I have said, and we are in reversal. We have a yellow reversal, which means this line here is yellow. We're in reversal, which means this move here, the last move, is now we have reversed from that last move. Last move was bullish. Now it's a little bit bearish or sideways consolidation. Below the daily pivot 72.83. Volatility 18, very close to sideways action type volatility. Thank you very much for watching, friends. Please click like, subscribe if you have not. We would love to have you. Again, this is a very, very brand new baby channel. I've been around a while. Took a hiatus. My account was hacked, so now this is a new account, and so I had to create a new account right around the time I was hacked. I lost access to also to my old account on YouTube. So please help me out, click like, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you, friends. Any comments below if you think AAVE is going higher, lower, sideways, if you like AAVE, you don't like AAVE, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you.